Hi, I really liked Brother Hill's advice to invest wisely, early, and consistently. Though I do think that young people can afford more risk than people who are older, I think it is very good advice to start as early as possible and to stay out of any investments that are too risky, and of course, any investments that are fraudulent. I really like this advice, and obviously, it can make you a lot of money and give you a big nest egg to end your retirement with. Um, I think with Brother Hill's story about the widow, I think she made a couple of mistakes. One was investing with family. I think anytime you have family involved with money, whether it's in business or investments, I think you're taking a big risk because if the money or if the business goes wrong, then it can leave one or both parties feeling angry or upset at the family because of how important money is, and it can a lot of times lead to issues. While I don't think it's always a bad idea to go into business with family, I think we have to be very careful and separate our feelings for our family from the money itself. I think his advice about greater than market returns is good. Obviously, anytime something's promising extreme returns, it is probably either very risky or it could even be fraudulent. Again, I do think that as young people, we can afford more risky returns, but we should stay out of anything that promises ridiculous or unrealistic results. I think in my own life, as a young person, I have uh, somewhat more risky investments, things like individual stocks instead of index funds. And as I get older, I will focus my investments more into index funds and mutual funds and bonds as they're more safe. And of course, business. I think as a young person, I can afford to start up a business that might fail, and so I can afford that risk because I have so much time left to start up another business and try something else, and I can afford that loss of investment. And while obviously I'll be careful and try and ensure that my business does succeed, I can afford a little bit of risk, and that's how I'll apply those principles in my own life.